Doesn't this get more fun and more fun? All right, so now we're going to look at red. So you should have completed the following. You should have configured the blue servers. You should have configured the blue switch, then the core, and then the router. Now we're going to go through red. So let's look through the steps of going through getting the red switch up and going. Again, we're going through setting up the host name, creating an enable password, calling it Cisco, encrypting all the passwords again because all the passwords are clear text, setting a no IP domain lookup so if we mistype something, the router's not trying to resolve it. Doing a basic configuration of our line console, setting our password for our line console, set up our logging synchronous so this way when messages show up in the middle of our typing, it breaks it into a new line, setting a timeout, creating a history buffer, and again, the server farm or the blue switch is essentially going to be the server. We're going to set up the client, and then we're going to again set up all red, green, and yellow. This configuration is all identical. These are all identical to all three of them. The only difference is we're changing the host name. That's it. So all three of them are going to be the same because they cable them all up the same. So port 10 from each of these switches is going back to the switch here just like we talked about. And again, 10, 10. So here, let's run our cables. So here we can see 10 to 11, 10 to 12, 10 to 13, just like we talked about. And again, this is going to be 1, 2, 3. So essentially the even numbers are going to be one of the PCs and the odd numbers are going to be the port 2 and the printer is going to be 3. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I didn't make it uniform, but it's what it is. All right. So let's hop on to red and let's see if we get everything configured correctly. All right. First thing we're going to do is make this screen a little bit bigger. Okay, we're going to do our enable. We're going to do our config T and do our host name. We're going to call it red. And we're going to set up our enable secret and our password is going to be Cisco. We're going to set up our service password. And we're going to do our no IP domain lookup. Again, we're going to jump into our line console. We're going to do line console 0. And you can see now that our prompt has changed to line console. So now we're going to type in our password. We're going to set it to be Cisco. And then we're going to do log in. We're going to do log asynchronous. Again, we already talked about why. Now we're going to do our exec. And we're going to set that for 2 in 45. And then we're going to set our history of our history size 10. Okay. So now we're going to set up our VTP client. So now we got to type in exit to get out of config line. And now we're going to do our VT domain. And again, however you typed in the CC name, make sure it's all the same capitals. And we're going to set the mode to be client. And then we're going to set the password. We're going to set that up to be Cisco. And then we're going to go into our interface. FA 0/10. And, oh, sorry, made a mistake. It's INT. And then we're going to go in there and populate this information. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead just to save time. There we go. Now we're going to type in exit. And we're going to type in exit one more time. And now we're going to do a show run. Just make sure all our information is in there. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to do show VLAN. There we go. Since we are the server, that stuff all populated across. How about that? All right. Now, at the moment of truth, we're going to check out our PC in a moment. All right. Here's the moment of triumph. Let's see. Go to our desktop. Go to DHCP. Whoa, look at that. 192.168.2. There we go. There we go. And if we did everything right, let's go to our DNS. And let's see if we went to the right web server. Ooh, dun 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 dun. That didn't work. Oh. Let's just check this. Oh, there we go. So, probably did not turn on the DNS server. So, anywho, that works pretty cool. So now if we go to the command prompt, we should be able to ping 192.168.1.1. Of course it can. We got our DHCP from there, right? 254. There we go. And if we can ping 15.15.15.2 in, voila. Look at that. Again, our PC. Let's go to our printer. Oh, there we go. They got it too. How about that? Pretty easy, huh? All right. Well, let's go jump into green. See you in green.